Thank you. For those of you that don't know, Louise is my cheerleader. I think we worked together for 5 or 6 years now, and she's the reason I do what I do. And I encourage every one of you to find a cheerleader, somebody that pushes you, somebody that has confidence in you and gives you opportunity to move ahead. I have a book here that I co-authored, and I should give it out now, so otherwise I'll forget. And I was looking for the person that can read. Can I show of hands of people that like to read? Because those are the people I'm looking for. And then I'm looking for, is there anybody here that's not licensed yet? We all have our license?
Bob is a pre-registrant.
Bob is a do you read, Bob?
Yeah, I do.
Good, Bob. Well, Bob, I want to give this to you. And I qualify that because for many years I used to collect books, but I never read them. And then I realized there's people that don't read, and that's okay. We like to watch videos and things like that. But then there's other people that'll read everything. They read. I want to give this to somebody that'll read. So thank you, Bob. I hope it inspires you.
Yes, Bob.
I've handed this out, a little flyer, so you're welcome to take notes as I go through the material that I want to share with you today. 90-day challenge. I hope you're really enjoying this. I took this course of, I think about twice, twice I think, and it's really good material. In fact, I would say that it's all you need to get this business off the ground. And I would encourage you to take maybe after next week, take the next 12 days and each week or each day read through one of the chapters so that it stays fresh. It's all you need. So you've got the knowledge now and you're going to develop the skills. Just like riding a bike, you're going to develop more and more skills in this program, and that's exciting too. But you know what? All of you in this room will likely make $100,000 next year, gross. I'll say that. In fact, there's a few here from Brantford. You'll likely sell one house and do that. I heard it's pretty hot. This year you have to do a little more. There's also some that'll do 250 next year, and there's a few of you that'll do 500 and over. What I'm wondering is, you all have the same information, you all can develop the same skills, so why won't you all sell over 500,000 next year? That's what Recharge addresses. Because there's something in the middle between having the knowledge and having the skills, so what's holding us back? And that's what I like to talk a little more about, because that addresses some of the issues that are going to hold you back. This works? There it is. So I put this out as the realtor recharge because I want to focus. I've been a real estate agent for 31 years. I read LinkedIn, they told me, go figure, right? I don't know how they keep track of this stuff. And anybody here quit a job, a real job, to get into real estate?
They quit, but they left it to go.
Oh well, that's close. That's close because 31 years ago I told my mom I'm getting into real estate, and she said, "You give up a good job, you have benefits." She thought it was crazy, and for many years she didn't know what I did. Mind you, now she appreciates it. She's 90 years old, and she appreciates when I can come over in the middle of the afternoon or in the evening, or kind of when she wants to. So there's definite benefits. So if your mom's telling you you're crazy now, she'll get over it. Just hang in there, and you will get better. And so that's a little bit about my story, in that for 30 years I've worked the real estate business and had fun with it and made a reasonably good living. So I said to myself, why don't I take the next 30 years and help you make a living? And so I thought, well, that's great, so 30, and then after that, I'll take the next 30 years and maybe chase some nurse around some nursing home or something. That's, yeah, Yeah, that would be good. So that's my story, and I'll work with that. But the real estate business is a simple business when you think about it. You have all the material there. Basically, we need to build relationships, talk to people, and ask them, do you want to buy or sell a house? How complicated can it be? One day I was sitting there in front of my computer, and I looked down, and my mouse slid over, and in the bottom right-hand corner it said, fully charged. Now I knew it was talking about the battery in my computer, but it made me wonder, am I fully charged? What does that mean? So I thought, what's going on there? So my objectives today is to inspire thoughts and actions so that you can cause you to be fully charged. So am I fully charged is the question. And you can ask yourself, am I fully charged? What does that mean? And I'm hoping to unpack that a bit. I handed out a card, a small business card. One side is my name and contact information. I would encourage you to go onto Facebook and click, and if you like my page, like it some more. Because I'd like to tell the world about Recharge. But on the back of it, you'll see the Recharge program is a bridge. It will bridge the gap between where you are today and where you dream of being. And I'll talk a little bit about where are you today and where you want to go. And sometimes we make plans and we have ideas and dreams and everything, but then they stop and it doesn't go any further. And why is that? The second paragraph on the same page is, we'll raise your mindset then to function at a higher level, producing and creating. Don't we all want more powerful relationships? This is a relationship business. It translates directly over into income. And you'll find that the more relationships, the more people that like and trust you, the more money you will make. I'll talk about 4 A's of Recharge today. And I'll just quickly go through these. This was developed for a workshop, likely for about 2 hours, that I can pull apart and I can look at your awareness. I can look at different things that your action plan and extrapolate more personal, because this is about being personal. But the first thing to acknowledge is that life cycles. Sometimes we get up in the morning and we don't feel like we want to get up in the morning. I mentioned it, I don't think she's here today, but I mentioned last time that, have you ever gone to an open house and you hope nobody showed up? What's that all about? Sounds like you're sucking it, right? It's not, something's wrong. You're not feeling real good about it. So we want to acknowledge that. And the only way to do that is to be aware of it. So sometimes you're feeling real good, like sometimes you're pumped and wow, this is a brand new listing and the signs are up and my flyers are here and okay, open the door and let them in. Because as soon as they come in, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say that and they're going to say this and they're going to sign their name and I'm going to get 10 names and we're going to have a dynamic week and we're going to sell lots of real estate. Wow. And then sometimes we hope nobody shows up. Because we left the home and wife and I had an argument about our 10-year-old having a cell phone. And I'm right and she's wrong and doggone it, she really upset me and I hope nobody comes to my open house because doggone it, I don't want to talk to anybody. It's her fault. Right? So little things get in the way. So my goal today is to say, how do we get you from here up to there? And not in a week. Like when you lose a listing, you go home and cry for a week? I hope not. What if we want maybe 5 minutes? You can sit behind the steering wheel and swear and cuss, and then 5 minutes, it's over. Like the faster I can get you recharged, the faster you will start to be more productive. So acknowledge that life cycles. This is normal. The awareness. The best example I ever use is my car. And to be aware is are you a person that reacts, or are you a person that responds? Like when your client does something crazy, do you want to just tell them what you think? I know there's some agents that do. I don't know how they survive. I don't know how they make it through the business. I call them bulldozers. They say exactly what they want, and everything falls aside. I tend to be, yeah, you're right. You know, if you have an opinion, you soft it in. So you respond to things that happen. Reaction will cause explosion. Reaction usually doesn't get you anywhere. Unless, of course, your kid's running out in front of a car, I encourage you to react. So it has its place. The example I give is my car, and think about this. You're going out, and you're going to jump in your car, and you're going to drive to the office or home or wherever today. And as you're going down the 401 or number 8 or number 7, stop and think, Wayne said I'm supposed to be aware of what I'm doing. And you will realize that your hand's going like this, and your brain is on the music, and you're looking at the tree over there with the ice on. And you don't have a clue that you're driving the car. And you know why that is? It's because it's automatic. Now when if you have a 16-year-old and you've ever put them behind the wheel, drive you crazy, ooh, be a little stressful, because they'll say, where do I put the key? You want to tell them where to put it, and tell them to put it in that hole. And get your foot off the gas, it's on the brake. Get it? You have to tell them. Consciously, you have to step through each spot. And you were like that one day, but now you can jump in the car, slam the door, turn the key, drive off, and you don't even know you did it. So those are habits we've developed. So we all have habits and activities and actions, behaviors that we do automatically. After 31 years, if I sit down in front of you and want to list your house, I don't know I'm doing it, but I'll go bang, 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 bang. I'll run the whole process. It's like a little switch says realtor, realtor. You switch and you become a realtor. Now that's not automatic for most of you, but that's what will happen. It's knowledge, it'll roll out. The thing I want to do is, how can I get you to that table? How can I get you out of bed in the morning? How can I get you into the car? How can I get you into the office? How can I want you to have people come to your open house? That's the key, I believe, to real estate. So we talk, I won't talk a whole lot about action. It's how do you become fully charged? And there's different ways of doing it. Some people like to put on music, and it just brings up the adrenaline. Other people like to take a walk in the park. Other people like to go down. I'm a great one. I like to go to the mall and with people. I just set the energy off of people around me. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Some people like to hide in the corner. There's different ways that you recharge. But recharge is very personal, and you need to find out what gets you excited and bring back those memories. Maybe it's grandchildren. They just, they add energy. It's great energy. So those are things that you want to grasp onto it. Each one of you is different. So I talk about external and internal. External is that outside stuff. External is the encouragement you get from your broker. External is, did somebody say they got a commission check? That's external, wow. So there's different things. Sometimes the sun comes out and you're feeling better. Those are all external things. But if you're feeling right now, in this room, you're feeling kind of in a slump. Well, I can't turn on any music. There's no sun around. So what are we going to do? You have to reach inside. You have to get excited. Like sometimes I get up in the morning and I say, I'm excited, I'm excited. I'm going to 90-day challenge, and I'm so excited to get out. Do you ever say that? You ever get excited about getting up in the morning? If you do, that's great. You've got something you're focusing on. If you don't, we need to find something that you get excited about. And everybody's different. So we all don't like to party. I know that. I'm not a big partier person, although I can do stupid things at the appropriate time. There's internal things, and some people can go into their own. Some people, like Lincoln back there, he can meditate in that corner all by himself, and he's excited. He's just ripping off an offer or something. I don't know, right, Lincoln? But you know what I mean? Like, we don't all have to party. We can have thoughts, negative and positive. But the internal will affect us. Deepak is a great example. Do you ever see him do a Tony Nelson on stage? No, he's a very quiet man. Yet he receives the same results. He obtains the same results by going in through meditation, through calmness, through breathing. He seems to sit and it gets the same results as somebody using external. So you have to figure out what turns you on. And you'll see the quiet ones. And when you meet them across the table, be quiet with them. And if you meet the crazy ones, how you doing? Oh gosh, it's so good. Let's get some wine. Let's crack some wine. And you can sign here and want some wine, right?
Those are very perceptive choices, my
Did I make that up? But I think you're getting the message. Not that we're chameleons, but you will relate to different people in different ways. So quickly, know what you want. You're here and you want to go there. And there's things that need to happen there. You will have to do some education. You will have to make some changes. You will have to make some sacrifices. But know where you want to go is key. And once you know where you want to go, that'll springboard you to bigger things. It's all about your thoughts. What are you thinking right now? What are you thinking when you get up in the morning? Be aware of your thoughts, because sometimes we don't think. Just like when we get in the car and drive away, we don't think. So if I can encourage you to start thinking, your thoughts will create feelings. And if they're good thoughts, they'll create great feelings. And those great feelings will create actions. And those great actions will create listings. And listings will create moolah. Right? Income. So what is being fully charged? It's being at your maximum. It's feeling at your maximum. And accountability. Look at your results. And to wrap it up, let's say this is your happy life. Life is cycling. Let's say it's a 5. How can I get you living and functioning above the happy life? That doesn't mean you won't have downs, but that just means your lows are higher than most people's highs. So you function at a level up here through gratitude, through being excited about what you're doing, and just ooze that to your clients. That's who they want to deal with, somebody that they can have fun with, trust, somebody that loves their job, somebody that likes being in front of them. So what works for you? I wrote 3 things down out of a list that I have of things that really worked for me. And one thing is today, write 6 things down that you're going to do tomorrow. Why 6? I don't know. Sounds like a good number. But the point is if you write down 6 things you're going to do tomorrow, today, then when you get up in the morning, you'll know exactly what you do. You don't have to put anything thought into it. You're up and running. And you do that for the next day. And it'll create real productive time for you. When you get up in the morning and say, I've got a million things to do, you're shot because you're running into chaos and you're totally disorganized as a rule. There's just too much. But if you focus on what are the 6 things that will help you get a listing? What are the 6 things that will help you get ahead to get to where you want to go? Those are the things to write down. Start your day early. I've been working on this one. I get up at 6 o'clock every morning, do some reading, do some work. So I met a lady the other day, I get up at 5. I said, what time do you go to bed? She says 9:30. Oh, come on, I don't even get home sometimes till after 10, right? So that doesn't always work. But I think getting up early can be 5, 6, or 7. I think you get up early, run every day, you said. Yeah, 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock seems to work. Like I can go to bed at a reasonable time and get up, you know, at 6 o'clock, and it still feels good. So you have to adjust that. But getting up early, there's a whole lot of things that happen there. You had a good night's sleep, so your body's rested. Your mind is open, and so you want to feed it. So what I suggest is then recharge your mindset. In the morning, you should be reviewing your goals, reviewing where you want to go. Write down what kind of day you want. Start feeding your mind things that'll recharge you so that you can go ahead and move ahead. And you know what? Some of you may have to sit down with your family members and tell them about recharge, because they need to be supported. Sometimes when I get home, my wife likes to chat right away. So I need to say, can I have some space just to organize my thoughts, and then we'll have a discussion. Is there something wrong with that? I don't know. But you know what I mean? It's timing. You need support. Your team has to support you. So in conclusion, what methods do you use to recharge? Recharging yourself will cause other people around you to be recharged. It's like energy, it's like a magnet. You will draw people to you. I've noticed in this business, always be authentic, be yourself, and those people will come to you. I know guys at, well, I can say at Peak Realty, great guys. I've gone through real estate school with them likely for 30 years. I couldn't figure them out because they like to play baseball and drink beer, yet they sell a lot of real estate. You know why? Where do they get their clients? At the bar! Like, why not? They have money, right? So that's not me, but that works for them. So you find your own thing that works. Maybe it's the bar. So find out. So in summary, acknowledge that life cycles. It's okay to be up and down. But when you're down, know how to get up as fast as you can. And think about, be aware of your thoughts. What are you thinking? Because that will create the trend for your feelings. Thank you for your time today. I really enjoyed this, and I hope I can get some value for you.
So, give me some ideas of what you do to motivate yourself in the morning or to recharge yourself. That's right. Coffee and walk your dogs. It gives you time to meditate, to regroup, to plan your day. Perfect. Anybody else? Mitra.
I read positive quotes.
Positive quotes?
Yeah, it's on social media, anywhere. I follow them, and every morning when I wake up, I open my eyes and start reading them.
Okay, so like motivational quotes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome. Anybody else? Yes, Natasha.
For me, it's getting to bed early. So I'm a night person. So I find if I'm tired when I wake up because the whole day is sluggish.
Sure.
So I've been trying to train myself to get to bed early enough. And I usually feel much better once I've had a good sleep and a good breakfast. But it's a whole, I worked nights for a long time in the hospital.
So your system's a little messed up.
Yeah. Just trying to get to bed.
Yeah, those night shifts are brutal on you, but glad that you're creating now a new habit for your life, which is great. Anybody else? Yes, Ish.
Listening to audiobooks, podcasts.
Audiobooks, podcasts, personal development stuff. Absolutely. I mean, you're in your car, driving either to an appointment or to the office. Put something motivating on. It absolutely works. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just saying, writing my book, which works for me.
Perfect.
I am actually recharged the day I write it.
Perfect.
I'm not when I
When you don't.
write
So
it.
do you try to do it every morning?
I try to.
Excellent.
But I can maintain like 3 or 4 days a week.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of what Wayne mentioned is, it holds true to everything we've discussed almost every week here, right? You have to have those goals visible. You have to remind yourself. You have to have that vision board. You have to do what motivates you in the morning. For me, it's up early and running. Running just clears my head, gets me ready for the day. It doesn't mean you have to run, but something that gets you going, something that gets you ready for the day. Writing down your goals, your tasks, your to-do list. Remember, we talked about that. And what should that list look like? It should consist only of tasks that are moving you towards your goals, your professional goals, your income goals, your personal goals, your health goals. Everything else is clutter. Get rid of it, all right? So thank you, that was very inspiring. All right, is everyone missing? Thank you. You guys, after 11 weeks, are not trained yet. Oh my gosh. Don't forget your tracking sheets for me as well. Thanks. Okay, thank you. Okay, are we all in? All right, we have some more dialogues. And I think, you know, Bruce hit it on the head today, that it doesn't, your dialogues don't have to sound